we've spoken a lot, and I used it during the week about gratitude, and I think we've got a lot of people at our footy club that have gratitude in terms of their thinking around being an AFL footballer, and if you play and think about that a lot, you have resilience and you don't give up. And we've got some strong characters. We've still got a young list that's learning how to do that. I think the game shows how far we've come in a pretty short amount of time, a year and 7 games or whatever it is. But it also shows how far we still have to come as a club, because AFL football is about those little moments and making sure that we can nail them.
We were just talking, it's a great sign of another, like a good footy club, that we're all got each other's backs. We're not letting teams walk on us anymore. I think it was great. Great show of leadership by the whole group, really.
With one of the youngest lists in the AFL, a tight-knit playing group is key for the Carlton Football Club. A team-building session for the first and second year players at the HMAS Cerberus Navy training base requires teamwork from the young Blues in an unfamiliar environment.
The whole day is about us just bonding as an academy, enjoying each other's company and going through some little challenging exercises along the way.
So when you first join the Navy, about the 3rd day in, I think it is, you'll do a swim test. You've got to tread water for 15 minutes. Your head cannot go underneath the water.
Yeah, so we had to do a few tests in the pool, so like holding your breath as long as you can. I had to like get in these overalls and like do a few swimming tests and stuff, so that was pretty tough.
Most clubs would probably have some sort of an academy program running for first, second or third year players, and these opportunities to get off site and really experience something outside of the realms of a traditional footy environment are gold for us to be doing with our particularly young group. We've got a lot of boys in the academy program, so to head down to off-site for pretty much a day to break up a standard footy week is a great outcome for us to I guess build relationships, but also try something completely different that they wouldn't otherwise get an opportunity to do.
Think communication, think teamwork, think trust. This afternoon you'll be fine.
Don't be afraid to lift something, Samo. Yes, Samo. Love that. Oh, that's better, isn't it? That's teamwork right there. You trying to help me? You just wanted to touch my bum. Do bicep curls now, Samo? Oh, yeah. Finish off. For the Instagram followers, that one, isn't it?
HMAS Cerberus is a great opportunity to really try something that was completely different to a footy program, and therefore you were so reliant upon the others to be able to help you through, working through certain high ropes course where they're 10 metres off the ground, and having your mates basically holding on you as you're abseiling across these obstacle courses really is about strong relationships.
What we're going to do with you today, we're going to put you through a smoke walk. So what we're going to do is we'll take you out there, we'll put you in some overalls, we'll teach you how to use a piece of equipment, then we'll take you through a practice run in the smoke walk. We'll have some air in it, which has got about 8 minutes. So you'll need to navigate your way out and talk to each other about ducking, stepping over stuff, around stuff and everything like that.
We go into a smoke pit where basically they couldn't see their hand in front of their face and reliant on the person in front of them and the person behind them to make sure they go from one end to the other. So some of these Defence Force exercises they've been doing for 20, 30 years were really foreign to not only the staff but the players particularly, and was so heavily reliant on each other to be able to achieve each of those tasks that they were set out to do.
So we met a few girls over lunch and they were saying that they boarded there and didn't get to go home much and went through difficult tasks like that every day. So
we think it's hard running out in the oval, but they go through some pretty tough stuff, and it was good to get a bit of an appreciation for what they go through.
I think the fabric of any group is key to ultimate success. So if we can forge really strong relationships with these young boys particularly. It's important that they build a bond strong on-field and off-field, and these types of environments enable us to be able to foster those learning opportunities for those players.
Guys, just a big thank you on behalf of the Carlton First Second Year Academy. Big eye-opening experience for us, and we thank you for that.
Thank you.
Round 9 sees the Blues pitted against a rapidly improving Fremantle side. The trip west means a homecoming for youngster Zach Fisher.
229. First time I've been back since Christmas. So yeah, it's a bit quiet compared to Melbourne. I thought leaving it was a bit more busier. It's a bit different because you need to keep your routine the same whether you travel or stay in Melbourne. So yeah, just trying to keep that balance right and keep the routine in check. Definitely helps and strengthens our bond, especially with the first and second year boys. We spend a lot of time together in Melbourne and on these trips, whether it's playing card games or FIFA. So get to spend a lot of time with those guys.
Go on, mate.
Yeah, so I've got Blaine today. Hopefully he's not a slob and keeps his clothes in check. But I had Willow last time, and yeah, he's a bit of a clean freak, so that was nice. You just have to, I guess, make sure what you're doing doesn't interrupt their routine. A few FIFA games tonight.
You get the station, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm expecting a really close battle here. I think the Blues, speaking of building, they continue to build. Mark Murphy's had a terrific season as skipper. Bryce Gibbs is doing well. They've got a host of youngsters coming through. Patrick Cripps is an absolute ball through the middle. So looking at these centre clearances and contested ball throughout the clearance around the ground is going to be, I think, a fascinating watch.
Sunday afternoon football from Domain Stadium, and we are underway. Sandilands hit out with Shark by the Blues. Petrevski-Seton got a bad bounce, but it landed nicely for Fisher. He's a good king of the football. The West Australian back home in Perth gets the first goal of the game for the Blues.
Carlton started fast at Domain Stadium, kicking the first 4 goals of the game.
Fisher over the top for Murphy, wrapped up by Spur initially. Spur might have hurt himself there. He's still got the boot to ball, and it is a goal. Remarkable stuff. The Blues, they are on.
The Dockers fought back as the game progressed, gaining the lead in the third quarter.
In fact, he's going to play on straight away. He's going to bang it through. Michael Waldham celebrating hard, and the Dockers have got the lead.
The Blues, riddled by injuries, limped to a 35-point defeat.
Walters, who's been a star. Well, Carlton were gallant in tough conditions at Domain Stadium.
After 11 months of diligent rehabilitation, defender Kieran Byrne has earned his first full training session back with the main group, a welcome development for the young Irishman.
The day before, all the boys knew I was back training, so I was getting a few messages and just a lot of the boys were pumping me up. So and obviously there was a bit of a meeting about it, which was pretty fun. So it was exciting to get back out there. It was kind of, I think Dan the physio, he said to me the week before that I'd be back training on the Tuesday, all going well. So there was a bit of a build up to it, and the night before I could barely sleep, to be honest. But albeit that, it was good to get up and get excited for training again. As to get out and just, even in the warm up, I kind of got a bit excited. I ran a bit extra than the other boys, but to do stuff like that, it's been pretty exciting because it has been a long time. Obviously, it's been 10.5 months. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks I can build up that strength and fitness and get myself back into the VFL team. The ultimate goal is to get back playing AFL this year, but obviously I just got to get back into VFL and get that confidence back in my knee, and if I'm feeling good and feeling strong and putting together a few good performances, hopefully I can put my hand up for the AFL team. But at the minute I'm just concentrating on getting my fitness right and then get myself back into the VFL team, which will be pretty nice.
So we need more players for longer living those values. Because it's easy to say you want consistency. How you get it is if you're in one-on-one, you're in a one-on-one. The stoppage you're in is the most important. The contest in the ruck is the most important. Your opportunity to tackle, that moment, you execute.
Sunday afternoon football. So Doug Nicholls' Indigenous round continues. Goldstein and Cruiser face off.
The Kangaroos dominated early at Etihad Stadium, kicking 11 of the first 14 goals.
Puts it over the top. Another runner. Garner kicked the last. Garner kicks another. Back-to-back goals for the Roos. Back-to-back for Garner.
Straight down there. Cruiser. Knocks forward. Higgins. Very, very dangerous. Right foot banana, got it bending back now. It gains traction and it straightens for the goal.
This could get seriously ugly unless something dramatically changes.
Cruiser, Fisher, Casbolt with some real thump in the leg. Got his second.
The resilient Blues side dug deep though, chipping away at North Melbourne's 45-point lead.
Cunningham, first goal in AFL football. Blues, 3 in a row.
Before taking ascendancy at the start of the fourth term.
Blues, Zeeble chases Gibbs. He unloads to Doherty with a handball. Doherty, long and straight, and Carlton in front.
Despite the gallant fight back, the young Carlton side could not hold on.
Gives the handball off to the left foot and McDonald lines him up. And the Kangas are making it at half.
What an extraordinary afternoon of football. The Roos, they catapulted out of the blocks. They slowed, they stopped, they were collared, but they responded. The Roos win their 4th of the year. They beat the Blues on a Sunday afternoon and get home by 17 points.
So for blokes who don't know, the review Savo is going to go through and analyse the first quarter. So it's probably not going to be pretty efficient, but make sure you get some serious buy-in. If you see anything that you're not happy with or you like, make sure we stop it and watch it back a few times and really learn from it, because it was a pretty dismal effort, so we need to take a bit out of it. Blokes who watched it, what do you think watching the first quarter?
So I spoke about being proactive rather than reactive. We go into the first quarter and we sort of wait for that quarter to go by and then really start going. So key is getting some mental preparation, mental imagery to see what the first contest looks like, what what's going to happen in that first quarter, just so we're going right from the start rather than waiting for that playing catch up.
You've got to look after each other. Don't have any issues over that 4-day break, and do a lot of good work doing it.
A casualty of the round 9 match against the Dockers was Sam Rowe, who left the field with a torn ACL. Not one to be deterred by the long-term injury, Rowe has returned to Icon Park quickly to be among his teammates.
Well, I didn't think I'd done my knee. At that stage, I knew I'd done something because it felt pretty awkward and a bit strange, but I was hoping and expecting it'd be okay, but as it turns out, it was the ACL. Of course, it's disappointment to start with when you're first here, but there's not much I could do about it, so we got on with the job. So the surgery was done pretty quickly, which was handy. Sometimes you have to wait a little while, but that was done within a few days. The rehab process, so I'm just getting it moving again now, and he certainly wants and expects me to take some time off periodically for the next, until back playing again. But for the next 12 weeks, there's only so much you can do. So there will be some breaks in there, which will be some things to look forward to. Certainly very positive. There's no reason why it won't be a smooth recovery. I probably sat at home for a week and I was already pretty bored. So the best part about footy clubs, I think, are the boys. So that's something I don't want to miss out on. I don't want to not be a part of. So and I can be a part of that still. So I'll certainly be here as much as I can.
The bye week grants an opportunity for players to take a few extra days away from their busy schedule. It also gives the leaders the chance to lock in the group's expectations for the remainder of the 2017 season.
Hopefully you boys had a good break. So what are the motivations going into the last half of the season for us as a group?
It's a good chance to build on what we're doing. So we've had a good break. The danger is probably coming back and still staying in holiday mode and getting stuck in the mud. Yeah, playing the Giants this week. I think they've got their bye the week after, so it's a good chance for us to build and try to take it right up to them.
Reputation, I reckon, it's almost can be made and lost in the back half of footy seasons.
It's only 10 games gone in the season. Still a lot to improve on career-wise as well.
Yeah, step one, we're not going to push them, we're going to beat them.
Yeah.
As long as you just set the feet before you get run out there.
Round 12 match against the Giants allows Carlton the opportunity to test themselves against top-of-the-table opponents. It also brings up an important milestone for ruckman Matthew Cruiser. The game marks 150 outings in the navy blue for the big man after 10 years of committed service.
So glad he's finally got there. I'm really, really proud for him. He deserves every accolade he gets. Look, there was a little mention in the paper this morning about, he said how it goes so quick, and all of a sudden now 10 years has gone already. Yeah, look, he's just so humble. He's a great kid.
We're underway. Mumford and Cruiser in game 150. Plowman over the top. Sidestep from Lamb. Little nudge to the back. Ed Curnow. Will he go for home? Oh, Ed from Eddie's pocket. 3 games, has had another 13 so far here. Ward got his own ball. Unbelievable. The crowd hush. They wasted early chances in this third, and they steady the ship by a millimetre. Reed's one of them. Good flick away, and took Reed down, Doherty. Cameron now. Great pick with one hand on the run. Handball just as good. Stevie J. Himmelberg. Back to Whitfield. Puts the Jets on. Goal line. De Boer. Got rid of his man. Got it to Scully. Burns them off. Hamill missed his target. Gets it back again. Mops up his own mess. To Shield. And he drills it. And in the blink of an eye, the Giants are in front. This would be heartbreaking if the Blues lose it from here. Cruiser barrels it past and dances it long. Daisy Thomas.
Punching tackle by Matty Cruz. He's had 7 tackles today.
Hands it up to right. Known goal scorer. Delivers. Well, somebody's got to be a hero or villain right here. Great defence. Cunningham. Casbolt. A point will do right now. Take anything you can get. Fisher! Got to take that. They have done what every other team hasn't been able to do this year. Beat the Giants in a close one. 1 second left. The siren sounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
happy for them because they've been trying so hard. Great reward for effort to finally get one.